Hey and welcome to another video of Nathan's Little Critters. I'm excited for this series I'm beginning. It's going to be a detailed video series on successfully keeping a praying mantis as a pet. This is the first video and where it all begins. Welcome and I hope you enjoy it. First, you have to choose a species as a pet mantis. There are 4 general groups of praying mantids that I like to separate them into: the flower mantises, leaf mantises, dead leaf mantises, and stick mantises. It is best that you first decide which one of these 4 groups you want to keep as a mantis. I personally love flower mantises. Right now, I will show you my favorites of each group and the best ones to keep as pets for both experienced keepers and beginners. Alright, so by choosing your praying mantis, there's a very wide variety, as I said. If you just typed in praying mantis, of course you're going to find the green praying mantises. But these are the little bit cooler praying mantises that I would keep. So, flower mantises. My favorite one, spiny flower mantis, which is, it's very beautiful. I really love them because of their looks and because, oh man, I should not press that. Because of their looks and how much they cost normally. They're pretty cheap, and they are wanted in the keeping of praying mantis pets. This is how they would look when they're juveniles, and when they're adults, they would look like this. They're my favorite ones, but other flower mantises that I would like are also orchid mantises. A lot of people know this praying mantis. This is one of the most sought after praying mantis. This is how they look at when they're youth, and a little bit when they're older, and when they're adults, they look. This is how a female looks. And this is a really sought after praying mantis, but they're a little bit more expensive. This is how an adult looks. The bad thing about this is that you have I don't know about 50-50, but you have a chance of getting a male, right? And the male is only like, it's like extremely small. If you see here, this is a male praying mantis of this species, and this is a female. Do you see how much larger the female is? So, if you want larger praying mantises, don't get this because you might get a female. But if you just like their looks, definitely get this because they are really cool. They look really cool, and this is a praying mantis that you would maybe want to keep. This is how they look when they're in L1. They look totally different, and they're called kung fu mantises when they're that small. But yeah, this is another flower mantis that I like. But if you are more inexperienced and you like spending a little bit more money, there is the devil's flower mantis, which I would really actually call a dead leaf mantis, but it sometimes looks like a flower. And this is it. This is a very weird picture for it, actually. But let me see. When it is doing its threat display, this is how it looks. It's pretty famous for that. But this is how it looks when it's an adult, and it looks pretty cool. I'll show you how it looks when it's a juvenile. But I will not mention this website. But the Bug Plug is another pretty good website, but it's not one of my top 6. But yeah, this is how they look as an adult, and when they're juvenile, they look like this. So you can see how it looks a little bit like a flower right now. But yeah, those are some of the ones that I would choose if you were choosing a flower mantis. The bad thing about this one is that its survival rate to be an adult is pretty low, and also it's pretty expensive. So yeah, this is the devil's flower mantis. Going to the leaf mantis, these ones can come in really cool shapes. These are dead leaf mantises. Okay, so the typical you would find are these ones. The one that they mostly buy is called the African praying mantis, and it is known for being very friendly and really good for beginners. African, if I can type, praying mantis, and so this is how they look. They look exactly the same, but they are known for being friendlier. Other ones are the Australian, like I said, Australian praying mantis, and the I don't know why I just put Australian. The Australian praying mantis, which is not how it looks. Okay, it looks like this. This is how it looks. And then also the giant Asian mantis, which is I think it's about more than the African praying mantis, but they look like this. These are how males look. Females have more robust abdomens. So those are the ones that look like that, but there are some other praying mantis that are leaf mantises that I really like. and they're very friendly and really good for beginners and experienced levels. The Peruvian leaf mantis is known for being very friendly. It is a little bit on the smaller side, but it looks really cool in my opinion. But this is just the female. The male, as you can see here, looks like this. So this is another thing like the orchid mantis, that the female is normally a little bit cooler than the male. No offense, male. But yeah, so this is the female and this is the male. That is one that you might like. It is called the Peruvian leaf mantis. So there's a male, there's a female, and its male is way smaller than the female. Another praying mantis that you might like, I'm gonna show you two more, is the ant mantis. Now you might tell me ant mantis is, well, looks like an ant. Well, when it is a baby, it looks like an ant. This is how it looks when it's a baby. This is how it looks, just like an ant, as you can see. But when it's an adult, it looks like this. Let me show you a little bit more clear. Here, what? Ant mantis adult. It looks just like a leaf. So yes, for if you want to enjoy when they're little and when they're an adults, you want to enjoy the typical green praying mantis. This is how they look. This is exactly how they look, the ant mantis when they're an adult. Or you want to know, this is the Utheca, the egg case. So that's another one. And then there's these flat ones, the Peruvian. I'm just gonna put Peruvian mantis because I don't remember exactly how it is called, but it is. Let me see this one. This praying mantis, it's the Peruvian something mantis. Oh yeah, Peruvian shield mantis. This is another praying mantis that looks really cool. You can find another ones that are not called the Peruvian shield mantis, but they look the same. You can research about these, but these look really cool. But yeah, the Peruvian shield mantis is another leaf mantis that looks really cool and really fun. Now moving to the dead leaf mantis. There's really only three that I'm gonna show you. The reason I say three is that this one and this one are different species. Even though they look the same, this one and this one are different. One is called the Deroplates desiccata, this one, and there's a Deroplates lobata. Let me look for them. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to one of the websites I'm gonna show you in a bit, which is called US Mantis. And I want to show you just a little bit of the difference of them both. I'm gonna put dead leaf mantis, and these are the larger dead leaf mantis. Is that if you like large praying mantis and you like dead leaf looking praying mantis, these are the ones. So this is not the one I was trying to show you. This is a new species. Deroplates lobata. Now this is there's one that can live sometimes communally. So I spelled that wrong, but they live communally, and so this is the desiccata, and this is the one that just showing you, the lobata. So that's the other one I'm gonna show you. But some can live communally, and it is the lobata, I'm pretty sure, that when they're females and they lay their eggs, they take care of their eggs until they hatch. Yeah, so this is not the one, but this is Deroplates lobata. These are a little bit smaller, I believe, and yeah, these are really cool dead leaf mantises that if you might want. This is just how they catch their prey, by the way. This is not their teeth. But if we look at the Deroplates desiccata, these ones are a different species, even though they look almost exactly the same. Ones are in adults, but this is how they look when they're babies, and when they're adults, they don't look exactly the same, but they can look very the same. And I like this one because they can come in different colors, as you can see. Ones bigger ones. If you want to research more about these, you are more than welcome to. And then the last one, very well known praying mantis called the ghost mantis. I call this a dead leaf mantis, and this is one of the better ones for beginners. The last two that I just showed you are not the best for beginners, but these ones are pretty good for beginners. This is how they look when it's in a sub-adult. This is how they look when they're nymphs. This one looks a little bit weirder, but this is how they look. This is how it looks when it's an L1 or an L2. So this is how you would receive it if you bought it from as an L2 and L1. And then when they're adults, they look like this. These are known for being able to live communally, and they are really kind and they are really cool. This is the size of them. This is an adult. These are all adults, and this is how they would look. But yeah, they look a lot like dead leaves, and they are really cool to keep. But yeah, these are the 3 dead leaf mantises. Now, lastly, the stick mantises. Now, the one that most of you might know when they look, this is called the African twig mantis, which is scientific name Popa spurca. And this is the African twig mantis that if you were to want to buy quickly, this is the one you would buy because it is very well known and very sold variously among the websites. But yeah, this one is the dead leaf mantis, or the stick mantis that you would find more commonly. And yeah, it's called the African twig mantis. Here it is, African twig mantis, and scientific name is Popa spurca. Yeah, so this is the most common one that if you want to buy one right now, that's the one you would buy. I will make a how-to for this one, but in one of my videos of how to feed an L1, I do have pictures of Popa spurca baby eating. So yeah, I've kept these, and these are really fun, and they get pretty large. But yeah, these are one of the most common ones. But then we have this one, which is way larger, and is I don't know. I think it's a little bit more expensive, but it's so big. It's like humongous, but it also looks like a dead leaf mantis. It's a cat-eyed mantis, the cat-eye mantis, and these ones you can buy them, but not as much as the Popa spurca. But websites do sell these, or some local places, but they're called cat eyes because of this eye they have, this very cool eye. But these get really large. For if you don't have that big of a terrarium or enclosure, I would not keep this, because as you can see, it gets really big. But these are really cool for if you want to keep them. But yeah, this is how they look when they're tiny. This is a reptile show. Doesn't this look really cute? Like, it's extremely beautiful. But yeah, if you want a very large praying mantis, that's it. So those are the 4 types of praying mantis: the flower mantis, dead leaf mantis, and stick mantis. And those are the ones that I would recommend. If you want to choose one of those, you are more than welcome to, and that would be a good selection. But if you want to research more praying mantis, then you are more than welcome to also. Now that you have chosen what praying mantis you want to keep, you have to do the hard part, actually purchasing it. And by this, I mean finding the best website to purchase it from. Now, it is possible to purchase it on a local pet store, but you will typically only find Chinese mantises and Carolina mantises there, which are native species to North America. Now, if you tell me that the Chinese mantis isn't a native species, shockingly, USA already classifies Chinese mantids as a native species to the US. These are the 5 websites that I'm going to show you today. First up, we have the worst one in my opinion, US Mantis. US Mantis is a really good website actually for praying mantis, but these are the cons that I want to give you. So first, if I search up my favorite praying mantis, which is the spiny flower mantis, you will see that the cost of this praying mantis, let me just get to it, is actually very expensive. It's $37 for one praying mantis, and if I show you what I will show you in a bit, the fatal mantis, the spiny flower mantis only costs $20. Let it just load. It costs $20. But in US Mantis, it costs $37.50, and this is just for an L2. If I want a subadult male, that would cost $60. So this place is very expensive, but a pro that it has is that it has a very wide variety in praying mantises. If you go here, if you see this bark praying mantis species, sometimes it does have them in stock. Right now it has sold out, but let's say this praying mantis, you won't see this in any other website I'll show you. But as you can see, $300 is very expensive, but it is a very rare praying mantis and it's very beautiful. Other species that you might be you might recognize that are pretty rare is the dragon mantis. Dragon mantis are in here, but they're pretty expensive. Not this one, which is $900, which is pretty crazy. But there's the typical 900. Well, I guess they don't have them. Here it is. Alright, well, the dragon mantis right now is sold out, but normally I think it is. I don't know how much it costs. It's not available right now, but they are pretty expensive. But it does have them. this beautiful praying mantis. And lastly, there's a praying mantis also that you might know, the devil's flower mantis. This one is another well-known praying mantis that is wanted in the industry of keeping praying mantis, but $400 is a lot, and I think Fatal Mantis also sells it for a cheaper, maybe $90. But those are just some species. Another species that I like that they have are violin mantises, and also they have moss mantises, which are other praying mantises that are pretty rare. And yeah, so those are the pros and cons. They have a lot of variety of praying mantises, but they are very expensive. So yeah, that's the worst one in my opinion. Next comes Pantera Pets. Pantera Pets is one of my favorite ones. Here, as you can see, there's a notice that they won't be able to sell right now, which is a couple things that I don't like about them. But also another thing that I don't like about them is that they take a very long time to have stuff in stock again. But as you can see, stuff are very cheap, which is a very good pro. See, Ghost Mantis, which are normally cheap, but this one only costs $18.99. Giant Asian Mantis, $14.99. Chinese Mantis, which you can find normally outside if you're in the US, $12.99. And this praying mantis for $17.99. I'm not gonna try to say that, but if we see in US Mantis, the Giant Asian Mantis, here, I believe it costs, I don't remember, but let's see, Giant Asian. It is not that cheap. Let me see. It's $32 for an L2. And Pantera Pets, it's $15. So I really love this website. They have gotten less and less praying mantis in time. They used to have a lot more praying mantis, but this is a praying mantis, like I mentioned before, that I really like, the Peruvian leaf mantis. Sometimes they do have it in stock, and it's very cheap here, and I really like it. But yeah, these are the praying mantis they have, and when they do have them in stock, I would really check here and maybe buy from here. Next, Bugs in Cyberspace. This website has a YouTube channel that you can go search up, and he really helps in a lot of stuff. I would check them if I were you, but these are the things that I like about this website. So first, the praying mantis are really cheap. But, like Pantera Pets, it's really rare that they have them on stock. As you see, $15, $17. Sometimes they have them in male and female. But, as you can see, not in stock, not in stock, not in stock, not in stock, not in stock. Which is something that I do not like. But, as you can see, when they do have them in stock, $17 for an L2 Spine Flower Mantis, which is my favorite species, and I would buy here, but they don't ship to the US. But they have very little on stock, since I believe they have a physical shop, business hours 24/7. I don't know where it is, but I do think they have one. But $17 for an L2, no, L3 or 4. But there's only one. Yeah, so that's a really cool thing I like about them. They're cheap, but as you saw before, they don't have many on stock at all times. But yeah, a sex pair of Ghost Mantises is also on stock, and I really love these Mantis Honey Sticks, which I haven't bought, but those are some really cool stuff. Next goes Mantis Universe. This is a website that's owned by a mother and a child, and they sell praying mantis. They usually have a praying mantis here. I don't know why it's not there, but here. So right now, I guess with Cybers, wow, they have a lot sold out. Like a lot. Normally it's not this many sold out. I guess a lot of people have bought from them. Wow, there's not a single one in stock. It's crazy. But yeah, there's not a single praying mantis in stock right now. But this website is a really good place, because some, like US Mantis, they have a little bit of the rare kind of praying mantis on stock typically right now. I don't know why, but they don't have it. Zebra Mantis, Ant Mantis, Panther Mantis, Peacock Mantis, you know, stuff like that, Malaysian. And yeah, these are the bird poop mantis is pretty funny, I think. But yeah, these are just some species of praying mantis that they usually have in stock, but they don't have it right now. I really love this website. So yeah, if there's in stock, I would check over here. Lastly, and my favorite one is the Fatal Mantis. Now, I'll tell you why this is my favorite one. It has most of the things these don't have. They have praying mantis that are not usual: Darth Vader mantis, Arizona mantis, and they have a lot of praying mantises, and all the ones they have here are in stock. Zero mantis, Australian mantis, and budwing mantis. All of these praying mantis, I love them, and they are cheap. They are very cheap. $18, $20, and $55 is not that cheap, but relatively cheap for an orchid mantis, which is a really sought after praying mantis. But yeah, these are my favorite ones that are in sale. eBay is my next one. I'll show you why I like that one. But yeah, this is my favorite one. I think the best one that you should buy. Now for eBay. Now you might be saying, why eBay? That's a very weird thing to choose. This eBay, I love it because these are sellers that, I guess, breed praying mantis, and then they have to sell them, so they sell them here. Some of them are very expensive, some of them are not that expensive. As we see here, orchid mantis, this is very expensive actually, but it has 2-pack. It's $100. For if you see in here, they sell one of them for $55. So this is actually cheaper, and this is one of my favorite sellers. As for praying mantis, he has a lot of praying mantis that I like, even though fatal mantis is cheaper on this. But here normally they put them as chameleon feeders or just feeder insects, so eBay doesn't like take out their item. But I don't know why they don't have that many right now, but usually they have giant Asian mantises and a lot of ghost mantises. Let me see if I can find them. But yeah, they here you can find some really good deals for praying mantises, and I like helping these people. See here, for count live feeder insects. As I said, they name it normally feeder insects. Ghost mantis, it's 4 of them for $100. I mean, it's cheaper in other websites, but this is a guy that I guess breeds them and sells them. But yeah, this is just a place that I would check every now and again. I would just see where they don't ship it, because normally it doesn't ship from certain places. It doesn't ship to certain places. But yeah, this is just yeah. So these are just the 6. I think, yeah, 6, 2, 4, yeah, 6 websites that I prefer and I like to buy praying mantis. That's all I have for today. I hope this video was helpful. This is the first part of the series on keeping a praying mantis as a pet. Please come back next week to watch the next tutorial. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and comment any questions or concerns. See you guys later.